positive.
Why pass and why fail?
Okay, let me say I fail.
Okay.
Fellow South Africans, my country people. Sibiya, Sibiya, Sibiya.
Hello and welcome to the channel. Let's take a look at the wrap-up of Lieutenant General Sibiya at the ad hoc committee in Parliament. Now, this gentleman maybe lost or missed his calling because he was a classic act and that committee. He was able to name drop. He made a lot of people laugh, but however, he has missed the point completely. When he was answering questions, he went rogue. When he was asked to provide evidence, he couldn't support his statements. He even went on to try and pin Chris Excel's funding campaign as a donor that is funding Mchunu ko Ningi that he mentioned. Now we're going to take a look at how mysteriously Julius Malema was not available for the duration of his testimony. He has now rejoined as Mchunu comes in, and it's his turn to appear before the committee, so he will be the fourth witness. Let's take a look at what people have observed rather about General Sibiya, and is it adding up? But it looks like the beef between Sibiya and Mchunu is the real issue, not Mchunu. What are your thoughts on this? Take a look. Please give this video a thumbs up in support of this channel, so do that.
Yo, anybody who understood what General Sibiya said is a superstar. The rest of us are in Roma confused in that hole he digged for himself.
Mchunu was well funded, or Mchunu is well funded to profile him. So who is funding him? And for what purpose is he being profiled?
Well, all I know is that, let's say for instance, Chris Excel, the one who said they are collecting money to thank him and buy him a cow.
South Africa, take notes. That's your head of crime intelligence. Obelalaka, you and me, regular people who love Mchunu, we are big funders. I'm exhausted, guys, just trying to make a video about the situation today. I'm confused, exhausted, embarrassed, and worried.
So someone comes to you and tells you that there's a plot against you. You don't profile him as being the head of crime intelligence. You just Google him.
Yeah, just check who it is, and then from there. Oh, I mean, I saw the man is from Northwest, and this is the man that is also on TV. I didn't need to profile him.
Okay. I put it to you that this leaves us with two possibilities. Either you were negligent in your duties, or your relationship with Mr. Mokgotsi went far beyond what you are telling this committee today. Because you said to us maybe 5 times less. So which is it? Were you negligent, or do you actually have a relationship with Mr. Mokgotsi?
If you remember very well, committee members, I said I met Brown twice.
Fellow South Africans, my country people. Sibiya, Sibiya, Sibiya. What a time to be alive.
Did you do a competency assessment, and did you pass it or you didn't pass it? Why pass and why fail?
Well, I don't. It doesn't say you failed it like it's a it's like whether you passed. What do you call it? Let me say it was not positive.
Why pass and why fail?
Okay, let me say I fail.
Okay.
After observing the submission of General Sibiya, all I can say is we are doomed as a nation. What level of incompetency is this? What did we really do to deserve such? How did he even get into that position? After acknowledging publicly that he even failed the competency assessment tests. I mean, we're talking about the whole deputy national commissioner for crime detection here. What qualified him to sit on such a, high position? If you cannot put together a sentence or answer a simple question, what is your understanding of an activist? Instead, he's just beating about the bush there. He's neither here nor there. Why did you disband the political task team? No, it was Mkhwanazi this, it was Mkhwanazi that. Where are the documents? Where are the 21 dockets that you guys took from the political task team? No, they brought them and they took it, and they brought him and they took him there. Like, what are you saying? And he's bringing all irrelevant, topics into the questions. He's talking about Chris Excel. He's talking about Tupac. He's talking about TikTok. Putting the country at a risk, jeopardizing the entire security and safety and sovereignty of South Africa and South Africans. I must just say that after all this, it's very clear that General Mkhwanazi was not lying. And we cannot blame him for saying that he does not report to criminals. He's got no business making friends with criminals, because he is just implicating himself, I mean to say. Sibiya is just implicating himself. Sibiya cannot answer straight answer. He doesn't have straight answers. How did he get there? It's the same thing we have with a Minister of Defense. That's why South Africa is like this. Because we deserve better as a nation. We cannot be taken for a joke. They've turned South Africa into a circus of note.
Okay. Where are the 21 dockets, 121 dockets?
Where are they?
Now, please.
They are.
I'm asking from the custodian now.
They are in. I take it that they will be with the political killing task team project manager.
Why were they taken?
They were taken, brought by them to be taken to where they needed to be taken to, which is the specialized unit, murder and robbery unit, which is mandated to investigate political killing task team.
General Sibiya is clutching on his straws. He is currently failing or struggling to answer pertinent questions and most important questions. He is confusing General Mkhwanazi's testimony. He is confusing General Fani Masemola's phased out approach of the PKTT, amongst others. And earlier in the morning, he started very nice trying to paint Mkhwanazi as somehow of an emotional person. But now we are dealing with the cracks, the real issues that brought us to where we are. It is clear, it has been put very clearly to him by the evidence leader, that the plan that he was attempting to implement is the complete opposite of what Masemola sent to the minister. He cannot explain himself out of that.
General Sibiya, it's late. We've traversed this. We've spent hours on this.
I've been listening here and there to General Sibiya's testimony in Parliament. There was something specific that he mentioned. He mentioned that that part of the reasoning to disband the PKTT was because you have a lot of money going into this, a lot of money and resources being pumped into this one task team. And his reasoning was that those resources and those funds can be used to fund and resource under-resourced task teams, but also to establish task teams to deal with things that's happening with the Western Cape. And he made an example of that. He made an example like to fight the crime on the Cape Flats where people are dying every day. Now, a lot of people might think, this man speaks for us. No, he's not. And I don't believe that. And the reason why I don't believe that even that reasoning is true is because I find flaws in it. Make it make sense for yourself. before you run with something. Okay?
Yeah, Kala, those are the sentiments and thoughts coming in from social media platforms and news outlets. Follow and take a look at more of their sentiments. Lieutenant General Sibiya has wrapped up his appearance at the ad hoc committee in Parliament. Now, it started off with Malema not being available for the duration of his testimony, which was pretty suspicious. However, he has reappeared as Mchunu. That is, Minister Mchunu is coming in for his testimony and questioning. Now we'll look at all the things that people picked up or they managed to piece together from Sibiya's testimony that was all over the place. Firstly, as many have noted, he was trying to evade a lot of questions. Secondly, he made sure that every opportunity given, he slams Mkhwanazi and casts a doubt in his testimony and calling him a liar and a person who makes things up, as he is making way for Senzo Mchunu, who already has started telling the committee that he indeed wrote that letter, and he's also stating things like budget, like Sibiya mentioned, stating things such as abuse of power, same as Sibiya, as we wrap up and prepare for what Mchunu has in terms of his defense. They've been looking forward to coming to the committee, and now that they are there, they are playing games. Basically, what are your thoughts on this? The good thing is that Imadlanga Commission has gone behind closed doors for now. However, they will return to the public, and I think it's a good thing that they can record behind doors, continue, and then only show us the testimonies maybe a month later, to avoid this copycat situation that we are seeing, people comparing notes. What are your thoughts on that approach, to keep it fair? Please give this a video a thumbs up. What are your thoughts on the observations from the testimony of General Sibiya? Are we moving somewhere as a country, or are these guys getting away with it?
Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next video.